The Academy of Richmond County Musketeers versus your South Effingham Mustangs. I'm Donald Quinones, and due to the wonderful people at Frames and Games, Jordan Bala, my normal co-announcer, isn't here with me tonight. So, if you guys happen to stop by there this weekend, tell them not to make them work on Fridays. All right, on the other hand, now it's time for our rosters for this region play-in game. The winner of this is the fourth seed to play Westside Macon. Westside Macon will be the team that the winner of this game will face. All right, starting on defense for Richmond Academy. At defensive end, number 12, Randy Falk. At defensive tackle, number 74, Terrence Johnson. Also at defensive tackle, number 48, Willie Yarbury. Number 22, defensive end, Robert Johnson. Linebacker, number 41, Malcolm Mincy. Linebacker, number 24, Zach Mitchell. Linebacker, number 58, Tony Clayton. Strong safety, number 4, Thomas Allison. Free safety, number 5, Brito Tutt. Cornerbacks, number 10 and 16, Travis Beatty and Asante Lloyd. The punter this evening is number 17, Gardner Duckworth. And now for your offense for Richmond Academy. Offensive tackle, number 77, Will Jones. Offensive guard, number 55, Billy Carey. Center, number 76, Brian Nathan. Offensive guard, number 71, Trenton Brown. Offensive tackle, number 75, Derek Brown. Tight end, number 1, Jordan Jolly. Wide receiver, number 13, Tevin Piper. Wide receiver, number 6, Devin Corbo. Fullback, number 36, Randy Hawes. Running back, number 3, CJ Welcher. Quarterback, number 2, Tony Daggett. And your place kicker for Richmond Academy is number 18, Joseph Ardrey. And now the starting roster for your South Effingham Mustangs. Starting at quarterback, number 7, Brandon James. Starting at running back, number 28, Josh Mercer. Starting at fullback, number 33, Nick Reno. Starting at tight end, number 87, Sam Valroy. Starting on the offensive line are as follows. Number 66, Andrew Allen. Number 60, Andrew Leahy. Number 79, Stephen Wilson. Number 51, Tyler Smith. And I believe that might fill out the offensive line. I'm not sure because I was not provided with a starting roster. Now on defense for the Mustangs. At linebacker, number 42, Jeremiah Mercer. At linebacker, number 12, Patrick Mack. At linebacker, number 47, Hunter Dean. On the line for defense, we have Robert Scott, number 75. Brandon Jenkins, number 97. Scrolling through the roster here. Not entirely sure who's starting on the offensive line. The defensive line. But I do know that the cornerbacks are Kaysen Gaskin and I believe the other cornerback is, for this evening, is possibly Luke McCann, but I'm not sure. Thank you for not providing me a starting roster. Otherwise, the Mustangs are about to come out into the field, and they are the 3 seed from the sub-region B of Quad A, facing the 2 seed Richmond Academy from sub-region A of Quad A. Other play-in games tonight are Statesboro versus Burke County, No, Wayne County versus Burke County, Statesboro versus Cross Creek, and I believe Hepzibah versus Liberty County. And now we're just awaiting the players to run out of the field. And Richmond Academy is walking out onto the field right now. You may notice number 77, their biggest player, 6'7", 310 pounds, Will Jones, who starts on their offensive line.
Well done. Good.
And Richmond Academy is bringing out their little version of a banner too. It's nice seeing a banner on away games, I'm guessing. Like I said, Richmond Academy is the Musketeers, and they're also the second oldest high school in Georgia, believe it or not. They were established July 31st, 1783, compared with our school, established in 1996. Big difference there. Another tidbit of useless information, the oldest high school in Georgia is Glenn Academy. I believe they were established in 1777. And Richmond Academy didn't bring out a lot of people to this game, and I don't think... And the stands for South look pretty empty too, surprisingly, considering this game has playoff implications. And I mean, our staff's small too tonight, now that Jordan's not here, so I guess it's just a small night in general in terms of participation. Not sure if you'll notice on the tape anytime this evening, but the JV cheerleaders get to cheer at the varsity game tonight because most of our varsity cheerleaders are on the competition team, which will be performing at state in Columbus tomorrow. Like to wish them good luck. Also, the cross-country team arrived in Carrollton this evening to perform in state tomorrow evening. They will be running with all the other Quad A teams. The marching band is also going to state championships tomorrow, and they're hoping to three-peat. And we're just playing the waiting game. You might notice the snazzy football hoodies that we now have on the sidelines. Those are a new addition. Richmond Academy and South Effingham have come into this game with 5-4 records, which means the winner of this game will have a winning record, and the loser of this game will have a not winning and not losing record of 5-5. I'm not sure, does he call that a tying record? I don't know. Anyway, the captains are walking out on the field. Captains for Richmond Academy are as follows. Number 13, Tevin Piper. Number 41, Malcolm Mincy. Number 3, C.J. Welcher. And number 77, that big guy right there, Will Jones. Captains for the Mustangs this evening, number 28, Josh Mercer. Number 23, Cordero Leverett. Number 98, I believe that is A.J. Reese. Number 34, Drew Brenley. And now they're doing the coin flip. I'd like to add that Josh Mercer is committed to North Carolina State in the Atlantic Coast Conference of the Division I Bowl Championship Subdivision to play football next year. Cordero is keeping wherever he's going to college a secret. Guess it's cooler that way. I'm not sure about the college aspirations of the other seniors, but I will keep you posted. If anything happens to come up tonight, the chances of that occurring are the chances of it snowing tonight, which are both very low. And that snazzy little reusable banner is being pulled up for the Mustangs for the football team to run through as they're all gathering it behind it. We're awaiting the result of the coin toss. And Richmond Academy is elected to receive the kick. Mustangs have deferred to the second half. And now the fight song's playing as the Mustangs are going to run out of this for regardless of the result of this game. This will be the last time they touch this home field, as all of their playoff games will be away unless something crazy happens in their matchup against 2 4 seeds. Mustang football players are jumping up and down. They burst through the gate. Led by number 44, Keith Rouse, who is starting on defense. I neglected to mention that. Now they're huddling up. It's pretty cold out there tonight. It's about the 40s. Richmond Academy's running out. And now we get to listen to clashing fight songs. And that doesn't sound good at all, guys. In case you can't hear it. The timer's running out on the pregame clock, which means we're bound to start. And we'll have our converted offensive lineman, Andrew Leahy, booting another ball downfield for our special teams. I actually got to set up a little early tonight, and I have a snazzy little formation drawing of Richmond Academy's offense, defense, and special teams. So you guys might be in for a treat tonight. That might halfway be sarcasm. I'm not sure. But I believe it's going to be a good game. And the quarterback is the only sophomore starting on offense for Richmond Academy, Tony Daggett. Got all our players out there for special teams. Leahy's back to kick. Special teams players include Josh West, Jeremiah Mercer, Corey Horn, Hunter Dean, Kason Gaskin, Josh Elliott, and some others. And the first kickoff of the region play-in game is a squib kick straight to number 1. Kind of saw that coming, guys. That's what happens when an offensive lineman tries to kick the ball. Number 1, Jordan Jolly on the fall down for them. I'm interested to see what kind of formation the Musketeers will set up with. Setting up in a sort of an I formation there. Handoff. He's caught behind the lines. Caught right behind the lines pretty quickly. Welcher was taken down. C.J. Welker. Tackles by number 50, Tyler Smith. Smitty. Second and about 11. Still set up in the I. Fake handoff. Welcher's back to pass. Short pass. Stopped short of the first down marker, but for a decent gain. Daggett hit senior number 1, Jordan Jolly, for that short pass. Tackle by number 35, Corey Horn. Daggett's back in the I again. Back 3rd and 2. Watch a short run play. Short run play up the gut. And it's successful. Welcher was brought down by number 42, Jeremiah Mercer. Setting up at 1st and 10 from about the 42-yard line. Not sure what to expect from this offense, but it looks like they're going to be run heavy. Daggett sets up in the shotgun, both his backs to his left and right. Handoff. And Hawes is dragged down behind the lines. That was Randy Hawes, the fullback for ARC. We've got 2nd and 12 now. Ball spotted at about the 45. Daggett sets up in the shotgun. He's moving back to pass. He fakes a pass. He's trying to run. He looked like he was going to get chased down by Berto, but Berto kind of hesitated there, number 75, and allowed him to scramble for a little bit more of a gain. About an 8 or 9 yard run to set up a 3rd and 3. Or a 4, 3 or a 4. Daggett's in the I. Richmond Academy faces their 2nd, 3rd down. He's stopped behind the lines. Let's see if the kicker comes out. The kicker this evening is number 18, Joseph Ardrey. I'd be interested to see if he comes out. Or 12, Patrick Mack was on the stop there, and it looks like they're going to try to go for it. 4th down. Musketeers are pulling off a pretty gutsy move. Pretty gutsy move here, trying to convert on their first 4th down of the game. Daggett's got the eye again. It looks like he's going to go for a run. It's waved off. ARC timeout. I guess with these playoff implications, ARC decided it'd be valuable to try and convert on every 4th that they have and just risk the field position for the Mustangs. But ARC has some big guys on their line, so it'll certainly be something that the Mustangs will have to try to handle. I'd be interested to see how our offense matches up against theirs if Josh Mercer can exploit his speed in this game. All right, they're hustling back the ball now, the Mustangs. 4th and 2 for the Musketeers. Daggett's in the shotgun now. He might try and pass. Flag on the play. Believe that's going to be going back, because it looked like Haas made a quick move before the snap came, and that might quantify itself as a false start. False start, Richmond Academy. Believe that might force a punt. All right, they actually have the kicker out to punt. Number 18, Joseph Ardrey. We've got Cordero Leverett, number 23, and number 42, Jeremiah Mercer, back to return. Kind of shallow punt. Mercer's got it. Waved off. Fair catch. Mustangs coming in offense. Additional starters in offense, Jake Elliott, number 6, 55, Ryan Slaughter. Let's see what they can put together. Starting off pretty deep back. Mercer and Leverett are your two starters at running back. Hand off to Mercer. He's going up the middle. He's got some room. He's shaking him off, and forward progress will get him close to the first down marker. Second down and 1. Up to the 19-yard line for your Mustangs. All right. Number 42, Jeremiah Mercer, is also in on offense now. He just came in as a substitution. Got a two-back formation. Leverett trying to shake the pile for a first. And it looks like they've got it. Chains are moving. First down for the Mustangs. Only took 2 plays to get there. All right. Tyler Hagan, our big 6'6" center on our basketball teams, out on the right as a wide receiver. Pitch play to Mercer. Get that man some new cleats. He just slipped. That'll come back as a slight loss. We'll just spot it at 2nd and 10 on the other hash mark. Now that is uncharacteristic of Mercer. Typically he keeps his balance, but I guess he was hesitating a little bit too much coming up to try and see what was in the second level of the defense. Pass play. Hagan's wide open. He pulls it down. He pulls it down. He comes out about at the 48-yard line. And that's the way to open up the air game for the Mustangs. You really can't compete with that height, ladies and gentlemen. Not at this level. That was a well-on-point pass from Brandon James. Hagan's out on your left now along with Josh Elliott. Both the running backs are still up in the back. Hand off to Mercer. Nothing doing there. He's stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Still 0-0. We're about at our halfway point in the first quarter. About 6 minutes and 30 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Got to make some moves to get it up there and score and put a statement into the hearts of these Richmond Academy players. Pass play now. It's a bullet right to Hagan again. Right to Hagan. Just pulls it in for another first. 1st and 10 at the 41. The Mustangs aren't known as a passing team, so it's interesting to see them come out with 2 passes for firsts in this drive. But I guess if the run doesn't work, you got to use the pass to open up the run rather than the run opening up the pass. They kind of switched the coverage assignment on Hagan. Mercer's going out as a slot back. Handoff to Leverett goes absolutely nowhere. Stopped by number 74, Johnson, on the ARC defense. They're doing a good job on the defensive line. I mean, they got some big guys, but as long as the secondary is weak, it can be exploited. Only one back now. And James decided to run the fake handoff, and now we're going to have a 3rd down and about 6. Third and 8. Jeremiah Mercer comes in for Jake Elliott, excuse me. We're inside ARC territory, but due to the fact that we don't have a kicker, we're not going to get 3 at this range. Shotgun pass play now. He's receiving some pressure, and he was sacked. By number 48 is Willie Yarbury, a senior defensive tackle. Now, that wasn't the best way to start it off. For 42, All-State All-State long jumper, running back, linebacker, and punter, Jeremiah Mercer. Back to punt. Might be a fake, though. They use this play with success against Liberty County. Not going to be a fake this time. High rugby kick to number 5. Number 5, Brito Tutt is returning. He's pulled down at about a little past the 20 or maybe right on the 20. 1st and 10 for Richmond Academy back in their own territory. That was safety Brito Tutt on the return. All right, we've got Richmond Academy in their shotgun formation. 2 wideouts, 2 backs. Low snap. Handoff to number 3, Welcher. Welcher doesn't have much going on. 2nd and 10. Number 90, Connor Boyles on the tackle. 2nd and 7 for the Musketeers. See if we can stop them back this time and maybe try to refire our offense. Low snap again. That center has some problems. It's a bullet. It's a bullet, but the receiver's caught out of bounds. We've got ourselves about a 3rd and 2. The question is, are they going to go for a short run or a short pass on this 3rd down? Number 1, Jordan Jolly comes in. 3rd down, 33, Richmond Academy. 2-back formation. It's a handoff up the gut, and it looks like he might be stopped short. I think they're calling it short, ladies and gentlemen. No, they're calling it 1st and 10. Or about 2:30 left in the first quarter. Score's still 0-0. All right, we got Welcher moving back in the shotgun. He's got his two backs and his two wideouts like he typically has. Little bit of a counterplay there. And he's stopped after about a medium gain of about 5 yards. Tackled by number 35, Corey Horn, our starting linebacker. I formation. It's a fake handoff. Daggett's going back to pass, and he's being chased. And that ball was thrown out of bounds. 3rd and 5. He was feeling the heat from Robert Scott at that point in time. All right, if we stop them here on this 3 and out, if we stop them here, we can 3 and out them. The coaches are jumping up and down with intensity, the Mustang coaches, that is. Daggett's back to pass. It's complete. He was wide open. Case and Gaskin chases him down. 1st and 10 for ARC. They're just marching down the field. Devin Corbo on that 1st down conversion. Daggett receives the snap. Hawes is stopped about midway for a 2nd and 5. Number 97, Brandon Jenkins, coming on from the Mustangs. Number 90, Connor Boyle's coming out. Under a minute left in the first quarter. Still 0-0. Corbo and Piper out at wide receivers. Low snap. Daggett's just going to run with it. Excuse me, that was Welcher. 1st and 10 for ARC. Kind of off-center snap there from number 76. Number 76, Brian Nathan, junior center. It's another Musketeer 1st down. They just entered Mustang territory. Down to 30 left. Daggett's in the shotgun. He just goes to run with it. No, that's actually Welcher working out of the Wildcat there. Wildcat play not resulting from much. One snap. Number 11, Keith. No. 1 yard gain. 2nd and 8. That's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Keith Jackson on the tackle. Score right now is Academy of Richmond County 0, the Musketeers, and your South Effingham High School Mustangs 0. I wonder what adjustments our offense will make and our defense will make heading into this second quarter. Whichever team scores first will have the momentum for the rest of this game, so it's key that the Mustangs slow down this advance by ARC. I'd like to thank the Academy of Richmond County for thinking about us and providing us with a roster, unlike the past 3 teams that we hosted. So thank you, ARC, for providing us with this wonderful little neat height and weight chart and watermark and all the school seals on the roster. It's very well put together. And we actually have it, which is a step up from all our other home opponents this year. And since it's the second quarter, ARC will be advancing down towards the concession stands instead of out towards the scoreboard. The direction of play has shifted. Daggett's in the shotgun. 2 slot backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back. Number 3's in motion. Daggett's back to pass. He's getting chased down by Robert Scott. He evades Scott, but is successfully pulled down by number 47, Hunter Dean. Flag on the play down near the tackle. See what the call is. The refs are discussing this call. Holding on the Musketeers. That sets them back 5 yards. Or block in the back. That would be a 10-yard foul. 15-yard foul from the spot of the foul. Excuse me. Number 83 is entered the game for ARC. That would be Trey Lambert, number 83. And Daggett rushed out for a decent gain there. It's 3rd and about 12. Excuse me, 3rd and 13. Number 35, Corey Horn on the tackle. I have to say this diagram's helping me out a little bit with the offense. I'm glad I have it all mapped out. First minute has burned by in the second quarter. Same formation as previously. Daggett goes to receive the snap. Low snap again. He's getting chased by Patrick Mack, chased by Brandon Jenkins, and that was just a failure of our defense to close in on him. Drew Brindley on the tackle, and it looks like ARC gets to advance for a first down. It's kind of a shame that we just allowed that 16-yard run when we had penetration on the QB like that, but I guess I really can't say much since I'm not out there. Daggett is in the shotgun again. Handoff to Welcher. Welcher just evaded the defense. He's got some moves. Hurdled somebody. Funny thing is, I thought hurdling was illegal under NFHS rules, but I guess not. Holding. That's going back. I think one of the ARC coaches is a little aggravated because I heard someone stomp on the top of the press box there. Brandon Jenkins made the tackle there, and oh wow, they're moving a decent distance back on that hold. That would be blocking the back then. They don't do 10-yard holds. Okay. Excuse me, that was just a holding penalty that happened to be 10 yards. So we've got 1st and 20 from the 40-yard line. Give the Mustangs a little bit more of a cushion to stop them within, but we're going to have to improve our secondary and our second level of tackling. Welcher's back to pass, and he just encountered some rush, but it looks like number 7's got it. And he's stopped behind the initial line of scrimmage by a host of Mustang defenders. That was number 7, Chris Collins, senior defensive back turned wide receiver. Got about a third and 16 or so, or 2nd and 16. Ball at the 36. Second and 16, we got Daggett in a regular old formation. Wait. Yeah, Daggett's in the shotgun there. He's scrambling to avoid Mustang defense. They just closed down on. No. What the heck? That'll be 3rd and short. That's 3rd and 6, that's what I'd like to call a failure of tackling. It's like our defense is Butterfingers. They ate Butterfingers this morning when they should have eaten Power Bars. All right, 3rd and 6. Daggett in the shotgun, man in motion. Welcher's in motion. Daggett receives the snap. He's rolling right. He pump fakes, and he actually got stopped by number 90, Connor Boyles. Looks like we just might have to resort to a kick from ARC. Let's see how well their kicker does. Kicker is number 18, Joseph Ardrey. Hey, it's good to see a kicker try to kick a field goal. This might be history this season for the Mustangs. There's actually a kicker out there attempting a field goal. It hasn't happened the past few games. Number 9, Barry Bowdry will hold the backup quarterback. Barry the backup. Ardrey's back to kick. It's about a 30-yard attempt, and it looked like it was tipped. Kick is good. That makes the score with 8:30 left in the half. The score is ARC 3, Mustangs 0. And that kicker's an advantage. They'll hold over us for the rest of this evening, considering we don't have a kicker. So we don't have someone to match that. We can only match that by a touchdown, which means that our offense is going to have to get into the end zone to win this game. I know that may sound like a statement of the obvious, but when a kicker isn't available, that removes a way to score 3 points and kind of salvage a possession down there in the red zone. We just have to go for 6 the entire time, which I know on paper that might sound good, but it isn't when you just give them a really long field to score from on a failed 4th down attempt. Ardrey's back for the kickoff with his purple Mercurials. Those are soccer cleats. Josh Mercer, Jeremiah Mercer, Cordero Leverett, our trio of receivers, but it's a high kick. A high kick, and I'm not sure what to call that. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs as we start on our 2nd possession of the game. Mustangs have to fight back, get the lead before halftime. The stands kind of filled up a little more, but it doesn't look like that much of a packed house for this game. James back with 2 backs. We got numbered 87, Sam Valroy, the man in motion. Handoff. Nothing doing there. Right back to the line of scrimmage. The down marker marked a little short of a gain there, so I'm guessing that's a 2nd and 9. Jeremiah Mercer coming in for Jake Elliott. We're just not getting it done in the run game so far. 2-back setup for the Mustangs. Brandon James back to pass. He looses it off. Mercer was going for the back shoulder fade, but he didn't realize that the ball was trailing him out of bounds. Number 10, Travis Beatty on the coverage for ARC. Just a little off-point throw by Brandon James, considering he was being pressured pretty hard by the ARC's pass rush. Brandon James in the shotgun. He's definitely be looking for a pass in this situation. And he just gets pulled down. It's not what you'd like to see in our 2nd possession, a 3 and out there. 4th and 15 as the punt crew's coming out. Hopefully Jeremiah Mercer doesn't pull what happened in the Bluffton game and get his punt blocked, considering we're right next to the goal line. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Josh Mercer surprisingly is out there to run down the kick returner. Good snap. Good punt. He's going to return. And he gets pulled down further back than where he started, but there's a flag. He was stopped at about the 47, 48. But let's see what the flag's all about. Face mask on the Mustangs. That moves them forward. Moves ARC forward a good bit. ARC is to start up at the 42 or 42-yard line. That's just a Wildcat handoff there. Welcher with the Wildcat handoff, or Wildcat direct snap. Patrick Mack, number 12 on the tackle. 2nd and 8. We just can't let them get this much on us right off the bat. Daggett with the handoff. Welcher's pulled down at what looks to be short of a first. Got about a 3rd and 4 situation. You're just hoping the Mustangs could pull a 3 and out and at least force a long field goal attempt. For 44, Keith Rouse on the tackle. They're probably going to be looking to pass on this play. So I'm hoping the coverage stays strong. 3rd down for Richmond Academy. Oh, and Daggett got some rush, but again, that seems to be the story of the night. Flag on the play further back. This play might be going back, guys. That's going to be blocking the back, most likely. Illegal block in the back on the Musketeers. That sets them further back on their 3rd down attempt. 3rd and 14 for ARC. That makes up for our terrific failure of pass rushing again. It's like those starting guns at track meets. It's so close but doesn't get there. Even jumped the snap there. We might have it off the fumble. Mustangs recover the fumble. Fumbled snap by Daggett. Means the Mustangs start off almost near midfield. This might be the chance that we need tonight. 5 minutes to drive for 7 or 6 or 8, depending on our kicker and our PAT selection. Brandon James setting up for our 3rd drive of the evening. 2 backs. Levertt's got some space. That's good to see. That's good to see. About an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2. Where 23 just flew up in there. Dodged a few people. Caught a hole for an 8-yard gain. Now that was a good break. We've got Mercer and Hagan as our two wideouts. We're 42, Jeremiah Mercer, the man in motion. False start. That's going back. That's going to be 2nd and 7. Makes it 2nd and 7. False start. Got to calm the nerves at home, guys. I formation. Jeremiah Mercer in motion. Josh Mercer with the handoff. Got a tiny bit of space. There's a flag. There's a flag. A fumble. Fumble and a flag. We just have to have our offense get it together. It's not looking too good on their first 3 drives. We got a long 3 and out, a quick 3 and out, and what might be a turnover. They didn't signal anything about the fumble, so I'm not sure how that's going to set up. Personal foul, face mask, Richmond Academy. That's moving the ball forward. That negates the fumble. That is a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They caught a break. Thought something was a little fishy there in that pile. Mustangs starting up on the ARC 39. 4:27 left, down 3-0. Mustang offense setting up 2 backs, 2 wideouts. Hagan and Mercer are your wideouts. Leverett and Mercer are your running backs. Jeremiah Mercer in motion. Pitch play. Cordero Leverett. He's got space. He's got space, and he shoves off. Shoves off a defender. There's a flag. There's a late flag called. That just went deep into the heart of the Musketeer defense. That was some solid blocking. Let's wait for the call. Dead ball foul on ARC. That moves the ball up further, up to the 10-yard line for the Mustangs. They tried to hit us after the ball was dead. 1st and goal on the 10. You got to put it in now. 2 backs, 2 wideouts, same as previously. Jake Elliott, however, is in at wideout. He's the man in motion. Josh Mercer gets a handoff, excuse me. It's for a gain. 2nd and goal. Ball moves forward a slight bit. Ball is at the 9. The key is how to exploit this this good short game that ARC's had going on. 2nd and goal. We have to put it in for 6 because we can't kick it in for 3. Pitch play, Cordero Leverett. Nothing doing there. 3rd down, another short little gain. Just creeping up there on that goal line. Ball is at the 5. ARC's defense is getting tested. We're probably not going to have a penalty to save us this time, but we need to take advantage of what we had given to us now, because those penalties, they're just free yards. If you don't capitalize on these free yards, it'll come to bite you later. Two backs, two wideouts. Mercer, Hagan are your wideouts. Timeout for ARC. Mustangs are going to rethink their offensive game plan. ARC is going to rethink their goal line defense as we approach this key third down in the first half. So whoever scores first, with only 3 minutes left, around 3 minutes left, slightly under 3 minutes left, we've got whoever scores next really carries the momentum into the second half. If the Mustangs can just take the crowd's energy and put it in for 7 or 8 that is, depending on the result of the PAT, we can carry this momentum to a playoff spot. There's really a lot on the line for the Mustangs and the Musketeers in this game. 2:50 on the clock. Mustangs making last-minute adjustments. Offensive line has to be steady. Wide receivers have to get open. Our running backs have to find holes, and our quarterback needs to have his head in the game. James is looking for somebody. He's rushing. He's running. He's running. He might just have passed the goal line. Looks like he's short. He's short, and now it's 4th and goal. He went for the dive when he could have went for the hurdle. 4th and goal, and this is a must-score play for the Mustangs. If we don't put it in now, it'd be a colossal failure. Timeout Mustangs, as they're going to figure out how they can score from 6 feet out. If we get this touchdown, it really will pull the game into our favor as it drags on. But missed opportunities may bite us in the back further down as the game winds on, because there really is no going back at this point. One positive of stopping them with this short of a field is we may have the high and outside chance of stopping them for a safety, but we'd rather go with the touchdown. ECI is leading Savannah Christian 14-0 in your outside scores. ECI is predicted to be one of the top teams in the single-A public division. Savannah Christian, one of the top teams in the single-A private division. We're in a quad-A game right now. Mustangs in a 2-back goal line formation. This is a must-score play. Jeremiah Mercer is not out there. Josh Mercer's in the backfield. Josh Mercer with a run. He's pushing the pile. Let's see what the signal is. Touchdown, Mustangs! That is just what we needed. With 2 minutes left in the first half, the Mustangs have taken a commanding 6-3 lead. And the road to Macon is being paved at this very moment. Now, what's going to happen in Macon, that might be a different story, but getting there is the battle. Mustangs are going for it all here. 2-point conversion to set themselves up, potentially 8-3. Mustangs going with the pass on the 2-point conversion. He found his... No, that's a pick. He threw a pick on a 2-point conversion. Thankfully, that wasn't returned. However, if he had returned it, it would have only been a 2-point score for ARC. That's how turnovers on 2-point conversions and their PATs work. We'll learn that tidbit of information playing NCAA 12. And looking at Cabrera's hand signals. A little combination of the both. I knew that beforehand, Cabrera. Don't try to aid my train of thought unless I need it. All right. ARC setting up to run their little 2-minute drill at the end of the first half. 2:09 left. Andrew Leahy needs to boot it, unlike last time. Leahy, I have to give you a shout out for trying, man. Most men are not born kickers. You fall into that pile. However, you are an admirable offensive lineman and wrestler. Leahy is one of the better wrestlers in the state. Kickers, that's another story. And that is a nice squib kick from Leahy. That's better than the last time. And ARC didn't get possession of that. Might have been a fumble. It kind of tapped his hands. Let's see where the signal goes. See where the signal goes. Looking for a call. Mustangs have it. Mustangs have it. At least waiting again. Waiting. Because it bounced off number 4's hands there. No, the Musketeers have it. That was kind of a mixed signaling issue from the referees there. Got a little too hyped up. Musketeers starting from their 32. 2:09 left. They are down 6-3. Mustangs are up 6-3. Daggett sets up in an empty shotgun. Daggett goes to the run. He's not getting stopped. What the heck, guys? He just kind of found a hole and just, sauntered on through it. Daggett's putting on a little Michael Vick clinic there. Not necessarily the best thing to have going on in a high school football game. Not supposed to let the QB sneak that much. Deep pass from Daggett has to get broken up. It's picked. It is picked. Jeremiah Mercer just picked that off. Jeremiah Mercer, our long jumper and triple jumper, just picked that off. And that pretty much seals up this first half for the Mustangs. ARC announcer kind of just gave me a dirty look. Feel the love, bro. Feel the love. No hard feelings. At least I'm the younger announcer in the booth. Needless to say, I'm glad at the end of this game we're going to be on two different sides of the booth. Mercer is receiving the handoff. He kind of sidesteps a few guys, gets out there for a good gain. We're down with about 1:30 left in this half. We're just letting the clock wind on down. May attempt a deep pass attempt later as the clock really winds down. But we can't risk that kind of 50-50 play this early in a late first half. So Yogi Bear would say it gets late early out here. Handoff. Not much doing. The pile's still running. It's a steady little gain there. Might be a timeout. I have to say that was a heads-up interception play there by Jeremiah Mercer. He just saw that pass floating into space, and he jumped over and picked that off. All right, the team from the northern end of the county, Effingham County, is playing in their own little play-in game. They're getting shut out 28-0. How about that? How about that? They're getting shut out by Ware County, the Gators, previously on our region. Ball's going out to be spotted. 3rd and inches. Not yards, not feet, not meters, not furlongs, not nautical miles, inches. Probably be looking at a sneak play to convert this. Need to just jump the pile or move around it. And that's going forward. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. 59 seconds left. We've still got the lead. Shotgun. Brandon James. Deep ball. Deep ball. Oh, my gosh. He just didn't run it down. Get up, Mercer. You got another shot at that. If he had had that ball, he would have been off to the races. And Mercer's win races. That is going to be 2nd and 10. If he had just accelerated a tiny bit more, we'd be looking at a drastically different approach coming into the second half. 51.7 left. Got a few more tries to do that. I don't think he's going to let them get as much penetration that time. Josh Mercer on an in around. He runs out of bounds to stop the clock at 48 even. 3rd and about 8. Now, if that had went through, oh, man, if that had went through. Brandon James in the shotgun. Short pass to Tyler Hagan. Just giving a little bit more space and a little bit more time for the Mustangs. Timeout ARC. Richmond Academy, their cross-country team's also headed to state with the Mustangs. Not in the same vehicle, of course, but they are also going to be at Carrollton. I have to give them a little shout-out for that. Those are the 2 teams from Richmond Academy that are making it to state. Well, the 1 team at this point in time. If they win this game, football will be the 2nd team. The Mustangs will have completed a sweep of state qualification for their fall sports if they win this game. And with 43.2 left in the first half, they're on the way to just doing that. Winter sports, that might be another story. But we'll leave that for when we're broadcasting our basketball games. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be really interesting. They're bringing it out to spot it. Tyler Hagan may have inched a little bit further than I thought he had. Let's see where it is. Chains are about to be extended. Oh, is he? No, he's just a little eensy-weensy bit short. 4th and inches. Question is, are the Mustangs going to try for the deep pass, or are they going to try and sneak? I would suggest sneaking to open up the other 4 downs, because if they miss the deep pass, then we give them a short field just voluntarily. However, it really depends on the pass protection and what they're feeling from the run defense. 4th and inches, leading 6-3. Got ourselves a sneak play. They're signaling for the first down at the dial-a-down marker. Question is, how many inches did he move? That's a signal for a first. The official signaled for a first that opens up 4 more Hail Mary attempts. The Catholics should just be loving this. Brandon James rolling left. Runs out of bounds. Well, I mean, Mustangs have tried about 3 Hail Marys. Wonder if they'll be doing any Our Fathers. Shotgun. Deep pass, Josh Mercer. What? What? Eli didn't even sprint. I guess he was like, nah, that ball is just a little too far. We still have 2 more shots with 24 seconds left, though. 24 seconds. 24 seconds for another shot at 6. However, that's 24 more seconds for the shot on another 6, the not-so-great version of 6, the pick 6. Let's hope that doesn't happen. High snap. Handoff to Leverett. Leverett's got space. That made the pass attempt just a little easier for the Mustangs. Looks like there might be a fumble. Fumble received by Richmond Academy. 17 seconds left. That kind of turns us around. Mustang pass defense is going to have to be on point. Mustang pass defense is going to really have to be on point because they haven't been that well, save for that 1 pick so far in this game. It's a little disappointing, but it's manageable. Big boys from Richmond Academy running out to block for their quarterback as he tries a deep pass. Daggett's got an empty shotgun. He's got faith in his O-line. A little too much faith. Pass pressure closing in. Pass pressure closing in. He got pulled down. Pulled down by number 97, Brandon Jenkins on the sack. That makes it at the intermission, at halftime, South Effingham 6, Richmond Academy 3. You're about to be treated to a wonderful show from our South Effingham High School Marching Mustangs. Have a wonderful halftime. And go Mustangs.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Dr. Melinda Cobb, Principal, and Marcus Chester, Band Director, it is our pleasure to present to you for your halftime entertainment, the Academy of Richmond County Purple Pride Marching Band. entertainment of the 2012-2013 South Effingham High School Marching Mustangs.
I pledge allegiance to the band. Blondie.
Christina Aguilera.
Who? In the words of AC/DC, we roll tonight to the guitar bite. And for those about to rock, I salute you. And we shall teach rock and roll to the world.
Good to see you guys again. Will you come back to this game in progress, the Region 3 Quad A play-in game to determine the 4th seed in the state tournament. The Mustangs currently lead by 6 points by way of 1 touchdown and 6-3 over the Richmond Academy Musketeers. Kicker's back to kick. Kick is up. Being returned by Josh Mercer. He's got space. He's got space. He broke into the second level. Returned it to the 40. Mustangs get to start off with another offensive possession. ECI is up 21-0 over Savannah Christian, the school whose logo we had at one point in time for our broadcasting website. We had to get that stuff changed. First down for the Mustangs. 2 backs. Mercer and Leverett. Handoff to Mercer. Good gain for the Mustangs. About 4 yards on the carry. That makes it 2nd and 6. Jeremiah Mercer entering the fray for the Mustangs. Second and 6, same formation as previously, except both receivers are on the right side. Hand off to Mercer. He's got space. First down, Mustangs. So we got a 1st and 10 on the 49 entering Musketeer territory. Two backs. Valeroy is the man in motion. Hand off to Mercer. Got a little bit of yardage. The running games for both teams have been pretty good. Got a second and 6. Second and 6. Second and 7. Brandon James had a 50% completion percentage first half. 3 for 6. Second and 7. Jeremiah Mercer in motion to the right. Moving upwards on your screen. James tried to find somebody. Clearly couldn't do that as he's brought down for a sack. 3rd and 10. Jake Elliott enters the game. Number 58, Tony Clayton with the tackle. He's also moving off to the sidelines. Mercer and James, or Leverett and James in the backfield. Brandon's looking for space. He delivers. Caught by Sam Valeroy. Valeroy caught the pass at the 25. I apologize for the subpar camera work. Just let my voice guide the way for you guys. We haven't really gotten headsets for them so they know what to follow on the field yet. But they're learning. They're both freshmen. Can't blame them. Freshmanitis. Shotgun formation, 2 backs, 2 wideouts. Valeroy, Hagan are your wideouts. Hand off to Mercer. Mercer's got space. Got to the 20. Second and about 4.5. Jeremiah Mercer entering for Jake Elliott. Shotgun again. Mercer on the right. Lever on the left. Valeroy's your receiver on the left. Hand off to Mercer. He's moving left. You got third and about 2, about 3. Elliott entering for Jeremiah Mercer. Hagan and Elliott are your receivers on the left. Sam Valeroy is the tight end. Hand off to Mercer. Nothing doing. Have another attempt at 4th down conversion. Short yardage. About 1 yard to inches. See if we make it 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions. James receives the signal from his offensive coordinator. Huddling up. Got to guide him to the first. Elliott and Hagan are your wide receivers. Mercer and Lever at the backs. Mercer, he broke through for the first. Makes it 1st and 10. Well, pending the spot. First down, Mustangs. First down in the red zone. Hand off. No, Brandon James took it on the keeper. Nothing really doing there. Ball is inside the 15. Leahy entering the game. 6:44 left in the third. Two backs, 2 wideouts. Flag. Most likely false start. Offside on Richmond Academy. Inside the 10 for the Mustangs with a 2nd down. Brandon James with the I formation, 2 backs, 2 wideouts. Elliott is in motion to the right, moving up the field. Hand off to Mercer. He's trying to get the outside. He broke away from a defender. I believe that's a touchdown, or very, very close. Touchdown, Mustangs. He just broke that one defensive back's ankles, and it was off to the races for Mercer. Now 12-3 for the Mustangs. Might make this a 2-possession game after this 2-point conversion. Following the yellow brick road to Westside Macon. James back to pass. Found Hagan. Hagan's got the 2-point conversion. Now 14-3. Your Mustangs over the Academy of Richmond County Musketeers. 14-3, 6:33 left in the quarter, which would make it 18:33 left in the game. Now it's just a matter of time for the Mustangs. Andrew Leahy back to pound it down the field. Tow it on down there for the Mustangs. Speaking of kicking things, preseason soccer conditioning starts Tuesday. If you're on the soccer team and you heard this and weren't at the meeting, stop being lazy. Get to conditioning. If you're on the football team, you won't be hearing this. Get to conditioning when you can because you're going to be at state for hopefully a while. Let's hope the soccer season goes well and we can provide some better kicking performances than this. Hey, that was a rolling squib by Leahy. Down to about the 43 where ARC fell on it. I have to give a shout out to the Academy of Richmond County. Their band delivered an interesting performance. Certainly a unique one to most of the marching band performances I've seen, being a former person with marching band in the 8th grade. Shotgun attempt. Handoff to 32. He's got space. We have to stop him. And we brought him out of bounds. That was number 32, Marquise Williams, senior fullback, on that run. This snazzy watermarked roster did not have his name on it. That was a substitution. And we have Richmond Academy's offense out on the field. Daggett's in the shotgun. He hands off to Welcher. Welcher's moving the pile along. That's going to be a deep third, decent distance third, or a long two. Yeah, dial it down. Person's just a little early. Second and about 7. Second and 7. Drew Brindley with that tackle there. Daggett in the shotgun. Fake handoff. Sent it down to 83. Oh, stopped him short of the goal line, thankfully. Good thing the Mustangs did that. Our pass coverage hasn't been so hot this game. May have had an interception, but that doesn't mean that we've had good pass coverage in the entire game. First and goal for the Mustangs. That was number 83. Number 83, Trey Lambert, senior wideout for ARC. First and goal for ARC. They're to try and make this a one-possession game. ARC with a handoff. Touchdown, Richmond Academy. Welcher's getting pretty excited. That brings the score right now to 9-14. Pending the PAT, could be 10-14, could be 11-14. We'll just have to see. And they're going out for the good old extra point attempt. That'll be led by Ardrey, Joseph Ardrey, senior kicker. And I believe he's on their soccer team. There's a flag. Believe Jeremiah Mercer kind of took a little egregious dive there. A little too enthusiastic. Penalty might be applied on the kickoff. Not too sure. Looks like a man's down for ARC. Not sure who that is for ARC that's down. as they don't have those shoulder numbers. That is the kicker. The kicker's down. Ardrey's down, and he looks like he's moving off, albeit a little gimpily under his own power. It's good to see that he didn't get hurt. I really don't like that the audience is heckling him, but I guess, you know, it's just common practice to make fun of kickers. Ardrey's going to set up to kick off a 1-inch block compared to the 2-inch tee that Leahy uses. It's a little art of kicking thing, I guess. The block kind of gives him a different angle on the field. And he's kicking off from the 45 post-penalty. See what Ardrey has going on. 5:29 left in the third. Drills it. And Mercer's going to let that be a touchback. Mustang offense comes out for the 20, on the 20, to hopefully score again on this drive and keep the gap a little wider. Question is, how will they accomplish this against this pretty tenacious D from ARC? Leading 14-10, 5:30 left, about 5:30 left. Hand off to Mercer. Mercer's got space. Mercer's going forward. Just might be a first. Chains are moving. That's going to be a first down. First down, 5:22. First down for the Mustangs. Pitch play, Cordero Leverett. Leverett moved to the outside. He's getting a little further downfield. The solid run. Now, if the Mustangs win, you'll get to hear Jordan and I, hopefully, one more time, if Westside Macon has an adequate press box. There's some booing. I'm guessing they were expecting a flag. I don't know, but there's an official timeout. But for Westside Macon, we'll be traveling to, you guessed it, the west side of Macon in, I believe, Bibb County to face Westside Macon. I have no idea how good their team is, but I guess to be a region champion of a region that includes Perry, Houston County, Veterans, East Lawrence, and a handful of other teams, they'd have to be pretty good. But I guess we'll see then. The signal is first down on the handoff, the pitch play from Cordero Leverett from Brandon James. It's another 10 more yards that the Mustangs have to use a selection of plays on. Just broke the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. 4:59 exactly left. We have Hagan and Elliott as our two receivers on the right. Leverett and Mercer are the backs. Sam Valroy, the man in motion. Pitch play to Mercer. Mercer's looking for space. Didn't exactly find the final frontier as he got up there for maybe a 2 or 3 yard gain. 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Number 41, Malcolm Mincy on the tackle. Jake Elliott in the game. Up 4. Second down for the Mustangs. 2nd and 8. I formation. Pass play. Looks like Leverett does a little bit of a heads-up play there, and he didn't exactly come through with it. Pass intended for Leverett. Not necessarily the best going on. Brito Tutt, number 5, defensive back, was there in the coverage. 3rd down for Mustangs. James is looking for space. He's deciding to run it down, and he just got a first. He just got a first on that scramble. Just a rambling man down the sideline. 1st down for the Mustangs, entering Musketeer territory. Travis Beatty on the tackle, number 10. We're inside the 45 now. Shotgun formation. Mercer's the man in motion. Pass play, Tyler Hagan. He got a decent gain out of that play, and when Hagan falls forward, we always gain positive yardage. Stretching out his 6'6" frame. About 5 or 6 yards. There just might be a flag. Awaiting the call. Holding on the Mustangs. Moves it back 5. Mustangs are faced with a slightly longer field or slightly longer area of downs for their 4 downs now as they face roughly a 1st and 17. Shotgun handoff. Shotgun snap. Good way to get some of that yardage back. Solid pass play to Tyler Hagan again. Jake Elliott entering the field. When you have the kind of wingspan that Hagan has, he can pull in balls from a very wide range and very large height area. He can dunk pretty easily, so he can catch those high balls in a football game as well. James back to pass. Steps up. Steps up. There's a flag. He delivers. Caught by Mercer, but that's pending the flag. It was a good rollout, but that's probably a hold. Holding on Mustangs again. Beautiful pass from James, threading the needle to Mercer. But alas, to no avail as the hold cancels it out. But were it not for the hold, the pass probably wouldn't have gotten off. That's a pretty significant holding penalty there as we're about at a 2nd and 25. Around a 2nd and 25. At least it's a 2nd and 25. It could be worse. It could be a 3rd and 25 or a 4th and 25. But anything is convertible. Shotgun snap. Handoff to Leverett. Not sure what the purpose of a handoff on a deep 2nd down is, but guess to open up the passing game for the next snap. Just broke the 3-minute barrier now in the 3rd quarter. Ball in the 43 for the Mustangs. In our own territory now, as that penalty kind of canceled out our advance into Musketeer territory. Now to see if we can make anything out of this. It'll require a good deep pass. Got 4 wideouts, 1 back there to block. Bulleted it into the ground. That's going to be a 4th down, and we're going to bring out the punt team for the Mustangs. .223 left. Mustangs lead 14-10 in the 3rd. 42, Jeremiah Mercer. ARC offense about to enter the field. Good punt from Mercer with rolling rugby kick. Rugby style punt, a little non-traditional but still effective. Good 35, 38-yard punt set the ARC Musketeers a little further back as they set up their offense. Just a waiting game now, biding our time. A little unnerving that our typically high-scoring offense hasn't scored a lot yet. But lead is still a lead. Handoff to Welcher. Welcher's moving outside, trying to find space. He is brought down. There's a flag. Question is what the flag is on. Which side of the ball? Holding on the Musketeers. That's going to set them back. It's about a 10-yard holding call. 1st and 20. Drew Brindley on that tackle. 83, 3, 11, and I believe 13 are out at wideouts for ARC. Daggett with a decent run. Design QB draw play. Our current wide receivers for ARC are number 11, Quintarius Ellis. Number 13, Tevin Piper. Under 2 minutes in the 3rd. The other one out there is number 83, Trey Lambert. In addition to the tight end, Piper, or Jolly. Daggett in a shotgun. 4 wideouts, 1 back. Hunter Dean almost had some penetration. Oh, snap. Heck of a catch by Lambert. Daggett's got a quick release. Have to admire him for that. Just converted that over. 1:21 left in the 3rd. Our pass coverage has got to be on their toes because that ball is going to be in those receivers' hands in the blink of an eye if they don't look. Mustangs packing it up for the pass rush. Handoff. Not a handoff. That fake confused me. 2nd and about 8. Another rush by number 3, Welcher. Time is running out in this quarter. 2nd and 8. Daggett in the shotgun. Oh, bobbled snap. He just threw it away. That is an incomplete pass. That was almost costly for ARC as Hunter Dean was very near to picking that ball up. If only he had just dribbled that ball a little further. Van Christian still being shut out 28-0 by ECI. Public school beaten down on a private school for a change. They split up single A into public and private recently. Daggett in an empty shotgun, empty backfield except for QB. That is an incomplete pass. Bounced off the hands of, I believe, number 35, Corey Horn on the coverage. Somebody keeps stomping on the roof of the press box. 30.4 left in the 3rd. Jeremiah Mercer, Cordero Leverett back to receive the punt on 4th down. Question is it a fake? Signals for the punt. It's not a fake. Kind of a short punt with a bounce favorable to South down at about the 25. 21 seconds left. Mustang offense sets up again. Entering the 4th quarter, however, 21 seconds left in the 3rd. Rand James hopefully going to score one more time to make this a 2010 game. A 2010 game in 2012. Slight bit of a pun there. 2 backs. Hand off to Mercer. Mercer's got space. He's moving. He's got to move on the outside. He's off to the races. He is off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Mercer is gone. Mercer is gone. No flags in the play. That was just speed. Pure speed by our D1 commit running back, Josh Mercer. About a 77-yard run. Accomplished in about 7 seconds by Josh Mercer. Good old 100-meter state finalist, 200-meter state finalist, 4x1 state finalist. He brought his track skills to this football game. Or his football skills to the track game. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? 2-point conversion attempt. High ball. High ball. Incomplete. Now 2010, ARC's down by 10. Our Mustangs are up by 10. 9 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. That state playoff spot is getting closer and closer, and these teams are getting hungrier and hungrier. A mistake at this point by either team will be costly. But that quick score was a great relief for our Mustang offense. I had been wondering when that spark would be provided, and there it was in the form of Josh Mercer's neon-colored gloves and black uniform sprinting down the sidelines for the Mustangs. Tyler Arnett, Connor Boyles, Josh West, that 36 guy, Kason Gaskin, Corey Horn, Jeremiah Mercer, Josh Elliott, Drew Brindley are all forming up with Andrew Leahy as part of our special teams for this kickoff play. We've got 2 returners back for Richmond Academy. The dirt's kind of obscuring their numbers right now. More information to come. The returners are kind of creeping up, expecting another squib from Leahy. The question is, are the squibs intentional? And that was a booter from Leahy. Good to see that. Number 3's got it on the return. Welcher, he's not doing much in that return game. Little pile there. Good tackle by our special teams, Carew. .4 left in the 3rd. Mustangs up. 2010. Daggett in the shotgun. Corbo and Piper along with Jolly out at wide receivers. Low snap. Daggett's rushing. Daggett's rushing. He's stumbling a little bit. Brought down by Jeremiah Mercer after about a 10-yard run. We're just letting him run too much. He's just getting a lot of space up in the second level of our defense, and it's not working out too well. We certainly can't commit those mistakes against Westside, and we can't be committing them now if we want to see Westside next week. At the end of the third quarter with 12 minutes left to play in this bid for the state playoffs. The Mustangs lead 20-10 over the Academy of Richmond County Musketeers. Fourth quarter. The fourth quarter of this final regular season game for both of these teams. The postseason, not so much. Our defense is coming up. Headlined by Berto Scott, Hunter Dean, Connor Boyles, Corey Horn, Jeremiah Mercer, and others. Daggett with the handoff. Hawes tried to get some room. He's getting stood up about a yard past the line of scrimmage. Or maybe a little bit further. 2nd and 7. 32 lost his towel. Smitty kind of tossed it back to him. Now they're just playing towel toss. Back to number 1, Jordan Jolly. He's running off the sidelines. You got number 13, Tevin Piper. Trey Lambert, Quintarius Ellis are your wide receivers. Daggett with the shotgun snap. Daggett looking for a passer. He pump fakes. He signals. He's moving. He rolls left. He's scrambling. Evoking images of Donovan McNabb and Michael Vick. Brought down either just shy of the marker or just on it. Pushed out of bounds by 75, Berto Scott. Big man on our defense, being looked at by a variety of schools. One thing that strikes me about Berto is his commitment to football, his commitment to the program. One of the harder workers on the team. Academy of Richmond County is not letting this be their last gasp of the season. They're pushing hard. Handoff to Welcher. Welcher's got some space. He's moving around on a swing route. Luckily, Jeremiah Mercer found him. It's a first down. Welcher broke into the red zone a little too easily for the Mustangs. A little too close for comfort as this game draws near close. 10:50 left in the fourth. Number 44, Keith Rouse, also out there on defense. Jordan Jolly exits the field for ARC. We've got Trey Lambert, Quintarius Ellis, your normal crew out there with Corbo as your wideouts. Daggett's looking for space. Doesn't find any. Dragged down by a host of Mustangs, including Kaysen Gaskin. Brandon Jenkins enters the fray. Jeremiah Mercer also credited with a tackle. 10:16 left. About to go under 10 minutes. Number 90, Connor Boyles, quickly exiting the field. Daggett working on the I formation. Daggett fake handoff. Attempts to throw it. It's caught. Fumble. We got the fumble. Jeremiah Mercer with his second turnover conversion of the day. First an interception, now a fumble. Mercer is stepping up for your Mustangs this evening. 9:40 left. Mustangs working out of a long field for one of their last possessions. 9:40 left. First and 10 for the Mustangs. Got a little worried thinking it was 6 for ARC. Luckily, Mercer came in with the strip. Shook up a little shaky Quintarius Ellis or Randy Falk out there on that play. ARC's defense comes out to protect their small chances at state, dimming by the second. Sam Valeroy, the man in motion. James with a handoff to Mercer. Mercer advances steadily up the field. Stopped by a pile. About 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. Cordero Leverett, on that handoff. Ryan McClendon enters the fray for the Mustangs in replacement of Tyler Hagan. Ryan McClendon, senior wide receiver, joined the team this year, coming in to contribute. Also have Jake Elliott out there. Sam Valeroy, the man in motion. 2 backs. Handoff. He got some space on that one. Handoff to Mercer that time around for a 3rd and inches. McClendon and Elliott are your wide receivers. McClendon is exiting in favor of Tyler Hagan. Leverett and Josh Mercer are your backs. 2-back formation. Slightly staggered eye. Leverett with another short handoff. Let's see where that goes. Is it going to get the first? Just short. Question is, are we going to punt it away or are we going to try to convert? But if this conversion fails, we give ARC a short field with 8 minutes left. And that is not a good idea. Brandon James bringing in a play. I guess the thought in their mind is that if ARC scores, it will take them about 2 minutes and they think that they could run down the time in that amount. Needless to say, I'm hoping the Mustangs turn the tide on this 4th down conversion. Leverett and Mercer are your backs. Timeout. Brandon James signals for the timeout. Rethinking their offensive decision is South Effingham. This is a pivotal 4th down for the Mustangs and the Musketeers. If the Mustangs overturn this, they can run down the clock further and potentially space out this game to a 3-possession game. If ARC gets it, they have the opportunity at a quick score on a short field. Just under 8 minutes left, 7:58 in the 4th quarter. Trying to push for that berth at Westside Macon. Mustang offense coming out. Doesn't look like it's going to be a punt play for the Mustangs. Tire Stadium is on their toes, awaiting for this result. James is 2 backs. It's a sneak. It's a sneak. Does he have it? Does he have it? Of course, the Mustangs are emphatically signaling that their quarterback has gotten the first, but does he have it? Waiting for the official signal. He moved a few inches, but is it enough? First down, Mustangs. 7:53 left. Oh, my voice cracked there. It's kind of stressful announcing this game without my color commentator. Marching bands playing up a storm they know that they'll be traveling to. Jake Elliott leaves the field in favor of Jeremiah Mercer. Jeremiah Mercer, Tyler Hagan are your wideouts. Josh Mercer and Cordero Leverett are your backs. Hand off to Leverett. Leverett spins. Got a decent amount of yardage. About a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 6. Going down to 7 minutes. Almost to the halfway mark of this 4th and final quarter. 2nd and about 5. Brandon James, 2-back formation. 2 wideouts. Elliott and Hagan. Head off to Leverett. Pitch play. Leverett's looking for extra yardage. He does not find that much. 3rd and about 3. A lot of hard hitting, and hear those bumps and bangs in the press box. 3rd down for the Mustangs. 3rd and 3. Corey Horn entering instead of Jake Elliott. Tyler Hagan is your wide receiver. Corey Horn also lines up at wide receiver. 2 backs. Josh Mercer and Cordero Leverett. Corey Horn's the man in motion. Pitch play to Mercer. Mercer's got space. Mercer's got space. It's another deep rundown for ARC. They drag him down slightly past the 50-yard line, edging into Musketeer territory. Just under 6 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. We have crossed the halfway point, and we are 5 minutes and 58 seconds away from our program's first state playoff berth in a number of years. First and 10 on the 49. The Mustang 49. Same backs and receivers as before. Corey Horn in motion to the left, moving up your screen. Lever with a hesitation handoff. He broke free. He broke free. There's a flag on that hit. I believe that might be a horse collar. I believe that's a horse collar, and that's going to move that up further. The ARC defender tried to drag him down by the back. There weren't any offensive players down there. It was only him, so it definitely wasn't on him. Freshman running back Patrick Brown is going to enter the game, giving Josh Mercer a break. That was a face mask on ARC. In the red zone for the Mustangs, to potentially putting the final nail in the coffin. First and 10. First and 10 ball just outside the 10. Got Corey Horn and Patrick Brown as your running backs. Elliott and Hagan as the wideouts. Hand off to Horn. Nothing really doing there. 2nd and 9. I mean, I'd suggest keeping the starters in for just the end of this drive. And, hey, looks like I'm psychic. Brown and Horn are coming out. Jeremiah Mercer, Cordero Leverett, and Josh Mercer are coming in. Your speed lineup to work and get this final 6 to 8 points. Got to put it in now and prevent all hopes of a comeback. Hand off to Mercer. Little bit of space. Third and 6 for the Mustangs. Jake Elliott coming in for Jeremiah Mercer. 3rd down. Opportunity to score one more in ARC. Pass play. Bulleted it over to Hagan. Oh, off of Hagan's hands. Just those fingertips outstretched in hopes that the ball would touch them, and it bounces off. Hoping for a flag, but alas, to no avail. 4th and 6. Regardless of the result of this play, ARC still faces a long field to make up a 2-possession game in 4 minutes. Odds would be against them, but I've seen crazier things happen. Going for it one last time. One last time for the Mustangs. Mercer, Valeroy, Mercer, and Hagan are your wideouts. Sailed it over. That's a turnover on downs. Brandon James with a little errant pass. 1st and 10 for ARC. Inside the 10. Inside the ARC 10. Up by 10. The Mustangs are up by 10. ARC faces a field of 90-plus yards and another possession to make up a 10-point deficit. Defense still has to be on their A game for this final drive. They're so close to state they can just taste it. They can see themselves going to Macon, stepping out onto that field, buying those state playoff t-shirts. Sneak, or not really a sneak, but a draw by Daggett. Not making much there. Broke the 4-minute barrier. We're down to 3:45-ish left in this game. Welcher's been doing a good job between the tackles for ARC. He's a pretty solid running back. 2nd down for ARC. Daggett in the shotgun. Daggett back to pass. Daggett's rolling right. Daggett's rolling right. He looks for a receiver. He finds one. He found number 11, Quintarius Ellis. That's a 1st down. Now 3:22 left for ARC, and the clock is running. The clock is running down on ARC's playoff hopes, and running down the last minutes the Mustangs have to defend their home turf. Daggett in the shotgun. Low snap. Low snap. He's rolling. He steps up in the pocket. Passes the ball into the ground. Freezing the clock at 3:03. We've got second and about 10. Pass intended for Welcher. So close to state. We can feel it. Daggett in the shotgun. He's looking for receivers. He can't find them. He's sacked. Daggett is sacked by a combination of Hunter Dean. Hunter Dean and Corey Horn kind of coming in on the assist. Hunter Dean credited with the sack. 2:58. Timeout. ARC. The Mustangs are close to 4 for 4 for fall athletics. In addition to the competition cheerleading team heading to state and the marching band heading to state. One could call that 6 for 6, but using GHSA athletics, it would be 4 for 4. Well, actually, competition cheerleading is sanctioned by the GHSA, so that's 5 for 5. Now on to the winter sports season, where the men's basketball, women's basketball, and wrestling teams face their journey to state. Mustang defense journeys out into the field. 2:58 left. Formation designed to prevent deep passes. Shotgun snap to Daggett. Daggett's looking around. Daggett rolls left. Daggett's looking to scramble. High pass over the hands of Piper. The flag on the play. For once, I'm making less mistakes than the press box announcer. He's announcing the competition cheerleading roster in hopes that they're here, but they're not. They're in Columbus. Thought he would be aware of that. 4th down for ARC. Their last chance, last dance for state playoffs. Where 2 Daggett's coming in with his last offensive assignment for this game. trying to find a way to draw the impossible. Daggett's got an empty shotgun. Mustangs in prevent pass formation. Daggett throws up a bid. It is over the hands of the Mustangs. Mercer intercepts the ball. 2:41 left. He intercepted the ball out of bounds, though. Mercer's been really heads up on defense. Mustangs face a long field and 2:41 worth of the clock to wind out. Got to warm up those buses for Macon and pack our broadcasting gear into them because we're going to be at Westside next week. I'm already missing Wednesday and Thursday for fall leadership in Athens for FBLA, so I'm going to miss 3 days. I'm just ecstatic. Granted, I guess since I'm taking the hardest schedule at the school, I shouldn't brag about missing school. Mustangs are running down the clock. Victory within sight for the Mustangs. Within taste, within smell, within feeling. Wearing down to 2 minutes, Ryan McClendon enters for Tyler Hagan. Hopefully Jordan can join us for our away broadcast. Handoff to Mercer. Or Leverett, excuse me. Or fake with Brandon James. I really didn't see anything there. That was a good fake. Third down. 151. 151. We don't want to run the score up, but we might end up having to continue to run down the time. Third and about 5 for our Mustangs facing a shortened field. All the starters are in. Jake Elliott, your only wide receiver out in the slot. There's a flag on the play. Face mask on the academy. First down for the Mustangs. They're facing a 1st and goal. Clock running down. That clock's running like a cross-country runner. 1:35 and counting. Mercer with a touchdown. Final nail in the coffin. Mustangs are punching their ticket to state. 26-10 is currently your score. Looks like we're going to have Andrew Leahy try and boot a little field goal. I don't know if this will be comic relief or not. I'm cheering for Leahy. Andrew Leahy back to kick. You won't hear that many times. No good. Really high chip there with that little steel-toed kicking shoe, that straight-on kicking shoe that was popularized back in the 50s by straight-on kickers, but gradually fell into disuse in favor of soccer-style kicking. Leahy attempted a little throwback. Good job, good effort, Leahy. But kicking threes just isn't for you, or two, kicking an extra point. Extra point. Kicking in a situation that would be similar to a field goal is not for you. I'm sorry, I'm just too happy about going to playoffs. Band's going to be going for their third state title in a row. Andrew Leahy back to redeem himself. Go and boom it down there, Leahy. I know you got it. Leahy with a boot. If only he'd done that 10 seconds ago. Number 5 with the return. He's looking for space. He's desperate. 1:16 left for ARC. Flags are flying. Flags are flying. Oh my gosh. Like a descending of flags. Flags descending like locusts. I'm not sure if someone tried to throw a punch or what, but yeah, that's a unnecessary roughness, personal foul on ARC. Trying to be a little too aggressive. Guys, I know you're not going to state, but don't get pissy at the other team for playing better than you. That probably sounded bad. I just don't think that's classy, guys, and I would hope that our Mustangs, if they were in the same position, wouldn't do the same thing. Stay classy, Richmond County. Stay classy. We got... He's in the shotgun one last time. Incomplete pass. Clock frozen at 1:10, delaying the inevitable. Looks like I'm going to live to announce one more game before Cabrera hides the bodies. Number 9, Barry Bowdry, backup in at quarterback. Pass to 11, Quintarius Ellis. And hopefully Jordan will come to announce another game too. And I personally request that Frames and Games doesn't get him to work that night. Because I don't want to go to Westside alone to announce. Don't want to deprive that experience from anyone. Third down. Third down, 1 minute left, 60 seconds from getting to punch our collective ticket to Westside Macon. On the other side of I-16. Somewhere around Bibb County lies our next foe. Mustang defense lines up in a formation designed to prevent a deep pass. Although it really wouldn't mean much at this time. I guess they're just fighting for principles. Bowdry to pass. Waved incomplete. Fourth down. Fourth down and about 3 for ARC. Fourth down and 3 for ARC. If you were in the box, you could rhyme like me. Just kidding, guys. That isn't how I rap. 4th down, last play for ARC. Low snap. Pass to 83. Trey Lambert. He is tackled, and it looks like he's going to extend this just a little longer. Richmond Academy still breathing, but they're kind of entering that agonal breath stage. It's a health joke. Agonal breathing. Still fighting to stay alive in this state playoff race. ARC leveled by a big hit. Big hit by Kumar of all people. Number 74, Zach Raymond, getting his first little taste of playing time this game. Good job, Kumar. Better introduce yourself to them players. Oh, Boundary bobbles the snap. Out of all people to give a big hit, I have to tell you, Kumar stepping it up. Second in some time, 29.7 left in this game. Hopefully at 7 or 7:30 next week, you guys will get to catch me again. Well, Cabrera, I have to let him know. I don't want him to think, it's just an away game. I'm not going to tune in tonight. I mean, considering less people are going to travel, I hope that you guys will be able to tune in, and I hope that Westside may accommodate us for this game. Boundary with one last snap. Spreading the field, another pass to Trey Lambert. He kind of skies number 11 there, but is tackled by number 12, Patrick Mack. Time's running out for ARC. Are they going to try one more pass? They're still fighting. Pass to Trey Lambert again. Trey Lambert is tackled out of bounds. Dad nabbit. They're really trying to get in there one last time. 4.8 seconds. They want to throw up one last pass. They just want to score to say they did it. Have to congratulate ARC on a good season. And it's ending on this note. The Mustangs have one more week, one more game. Trey Lambert, pass incomplete to him. We're heading to the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, your final at the end of this game, Mustangs 26, Richmond Academy 10. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first state playoff game in a while. On behalf of GHSA Broadcasting, Michael Cabrera, Dr. Winters, Principal of South Effingham High School, Effingham County Board of Education, the Brown University crew team, and our various sponsors, I'd like to wish you guys a wonderful evening, and I hope that you'll be able to tune in if we have a game going on next week. Thank you, and good night. Stay classy, Richmond County.